I'm not really sure that's a good idea, medically. We've all got that good advice from the wacky friend that says if you really want to make your system run faster, all you got to do is delete your System32 folder. And we probably understand that that's not the best advice to be following. If we deleted our System32 folder, how messed up would the computer actually be? Would Windows be able to self-heal it? Windows 10 now has some pretty good self-healing routines built in. Well, that's what we're here for. We're going to touch the stove for you. We're going to delete the System32 folder. We're going to delete all kinds of things. Let's see how broken we can actually make a VM. Okay, so of course we're not going to delete the System32 folder on a bare metal install of Windows because going through and doing multiple tests on that would take forever to rebuild once we really screw things up. So we're going to our good old friend Windows Virtual Machine. We're using Oracle's VirtualBox. We've got our Windows 10 VM all set. We want to be able to break stuff and then go backwards. Break stuff, go backwards, and see which parts are really bad. So we're going to use snapshots. We're going to take a snapshot of our current state, which is working. This way, after we break stuff and delete all the important files, if we can't fix it, we can just revert back to that working state, and it's as if we never worked it to begin with. Let's start up Windows. We're going to look for our System32 folder. That's the one that normally people will joke about. And we say delete. Okay, yeah, there's a little bit of ACL asking for, you need to provide administrator. I'm an administrator. Let's do this. I don't think it's going to let me. Folder access denied. Okay. Well, there's our first bit of good news. You can't actually go and just delete it the normal way. Next thing we do is we go to PowerShell. And we're going to say run as administrator because we're obviously going to need lots of permissions to be able to do this. And we're already in System32. So if we go up one level and in Windows delete recursively System32. I don't think it likes this. That's a whole lot of red. Never fear. We got other ways to do this. We're going to enable our administrator user. For those of you who aren't aware of this user, this is user 0. This is the Uber administrator account. Well, look at that. I got a blue screen. Okay, well, obviously I did something. I broke something. Hooray! Windows fixed it. Nope. Ran into a problem, needs to restart. Second blue screen. Preparing automatic repair. So obviously when we deleted our System32 folder, there were files and folders inside of that parent folder that were important to run Windows with, that were not completely user protected. I obviously did delete some of the folders and files. We totally bunged it up. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna pull the ripcord here, power off that thing. We're going back to our working state. So we go here, you see the current state, that's obviously borked. Back to our snapshot that's working, we're gonna restore that. And now that we've restored to our working state, hey, we're working just fine. Let's log in. Okay, let's enable that account. Now, I should see, there it is. Oh, come on. I didn't set a password for the administrator. Can't log into the administrator. Password has been set. Log in with the administrator. Hi! If any user is going to be able to delete the System32 folder, it's going to be the administrator because you require permission from trusted installer to make changes to this folder. Yeah, it really does not want to let me do that. Administrator was not able to flat out delete that folder. Student File Explorer seems prohibitively convoluted to actually gain access and control of the System32 files. Take over. Success. Delete. Yeah, that. Aha! Are you sure? Yes. Access is denied for a whole bunch. This is all access denied. Suffice it to say, Microsoft has made deleting your System32 folder pretty difficult and convoluted. See, we did bork it once by accident somehow. Was that a PowerShell thing? If we give this a good go and try to reboot, maybe PowerShell is doing something in here that is irrevocably borking the system. Who'd have thought we'd get to the day where you can't screw up a Windows system? We did bork it. Something in PowerShell borked it. We did it! So I think what we've demonstrated here today is that Microsoft has made it pretty convoluted and difficult and possibly impossible to, through Windows File Explorer, delete your System32 folder. And I think we can assume by extension other vitally important folders and files in Windows that would make it unbootable and unrepairable. We definitely see evidence of a rabbit trail going down with PowerShell and ICACLS, which is the permission and access control routine that lets you adjust things that you shouldn't always be adjusting. So if you're getting advice to open up PowerShell and run some commands that will make Windows run better, be very careful about what we're going through, because it's very possible that you can make your system completely unbootable, and will then need to call your nephew to reinstall Windows. Thanks for learning with us. See you next week. No time like a few minutes ago. Well, that's what we're here for you. No, somewhere in there we borked something up. Try the new cross-platform PowerShell. No thank you, we're trying to bork this platform. All children will be removed. Windows has determined that you followed bad advice.